Hello everyone, how you doing? This is Carla Y Nix with today's inspiration, reminding you that you can live every single day of your life on purpose. Purposeful living on purpose. It's something that we should all strive to do. You know, we all have a purpose in life. We were not born haphazardly. We were not created by God as an afterthought. He created us all with purpose, on purpose. Nobody is a mistake. Kind of tongue-tied today, but what I really want to touch upon is still about purposeful living. Right now, our country, the United States of America, as great as this country is, it has many, many, many flaws, as we all well know. I think a person would be in denial if they said that this was a perfect place. It is not. We're living right now during this era where right now there's so much unrest in our country, racism, unrest, and you know, and I mean, when I say they, I mean the masses, I mean the majority population doesn't always understand why we, African Americans, or I simply call myself black, why black people are always saying that somebody or something is racist. They don't understand because there is race in everything, in everything. Even if it's not about the black race. I was watching a show the other day, and I saw this as racism, but I think the person who said it would deny that because that was not their intent. However, what they said was racist. Interestingly enough, it was a child. I think he's 12 years old. It was on a show called Master Chef Junior. It's the show with Gordon Ramsay, and it's a cooking competition, and it's young people, ages 8 to 12. Well, the 12-year-old boy, they were picking teams to be in the competition, and he picked a little boy. Now, this boy, granted, he said that I think he was saying about the young boy he picked that he would be fast and everything would be precise and would be good, and he said, I think he will move like a ninja. The little boy was Asian. Now, maybe the little boy liked ninjas, I don't know, but that was not aired that he said that, so all I had to go by is what I see. So if something wasn't edited out, for the boy to say he would move like a ninja, he didn't say that about the other people he picked on the team, and they were just as good. Now, I'm sure he meant nothing cruel or malicious because, for one thing, he's just a child, but children learn what they see and what they hear. That was a racist statement, to say he would move like a ninja. That's almost like saying, okay, I'm going to pick the little black girl because she can dance, or because she understands watermelon, you know, something like that. It may seem funny, but that's racist. I was telling a group, we were talking about what's going on right now in Ferguson, Missouri, where there are rioting and so much protest going on across the whole nation in regards to the white policeman who shot and killed Michael Brown, and he was not indicted. It exploded with emotion across the country. Now, I do not condone rioting. I do not condone looting. I do not condone any kind of violence, because violence is violence no matter who does it, and even if it's quote unquote justified. I don't condone it. However, I understand it. The people are angry. We are angry. It's like a explosion of emotion that says we're tired of being treated like animals. And nothing is done when a white person commits such crime. And now, yesterday, we got news that the policeman will not be indicted who killed Eric. I forget his last name, but he chokehold. He put a chokehold on the man, choked him to death. He died, and it's on tape. And he was saying, "I can't breathe, I can't breathe," and he died. Now, the chokehold that he used, that move was banned from proper police or law enforcement movements for getting someone for I don't know what the word is, but for arresting someone. You can't chokehold them. That's a crime. So what happened? His death was ruled a homicide. However, the policeman is not indicted. Duh. Oh my goodness. Again, the country is upset and people don't understand. But that's okay. I want to say this. I want to encourage us all. It's okay to be angry and upset because that's normal. It's a reaction to what's going on. But let us not destroy and tear up our own communities. Let us not try to solve violence with violence. Mama used to say, two rights don't make a wrong. Two wrongs don't make a right. Two wrongs do not make it right. I think Martin Luther King said, and I don't know it verbatim, but more or less that only love can draw out or can rule out or can run out hatred. Only love. And that's biblical because God is love. We're told to love one another as He loves us. And we should, but the racism is there. It is there. And, I have white friends. I know white people. And those who I basically are, that I deal with, they are the sweetest people. They are the kindest people. So, I know that every white person isn't racist. Just like every black person isn't violent. There's good and bad everywhere. There's bad people in every culture, every race. There's violent people everywhere. So please don't think I'm saying that the entire race is racist. Just like I wouldn't expect you to say that my entire race is violent and, undeserving to have the same rights and privileges that everyone else has. I often say, and I get angry when I think about it, I often say that the real, only true Americans are the Native Americans. And then I get angry when I think about how the explorers came over from England or wherever they came from and pushed them out of their rightful spots. They found them here, and then they brought my people over to make life for them bearable, to treat us like animals, to use us. I get angry when I think about that, so I try not to think about it. But it's history, and it's true, and it has happened. So, really, we all should just be grateful and thankful that we're here. I love I love America. I'm happy to be an American. I really am. But I don't always like America. People were upset when Michelle Obama said during the election, the first election, that now I like my country, something like that. And they're like, what is she talking about? What does she mean? Hey, it made perfect sense to me. I understood it clearly. There are times when I do not like this country because of the way that we treat our own. So let us look to God. There's only one God, and God made us all. He loves us all. Let's treat each other the way we should, the way that He loves us. This is our commandment. Love ye one another as I have loved you. And Jesus said to His disciples, which, it goes for us as well, that if we love one another, others will know that we're His, meaning those who are non believers. If we love one another, I have to love my sister. I don't care if she's black or white or Asian. I don't care. I love her because I'm commanded to love, but also because there's something loving in her. So we can all find good in everybody, and we don't have to just continuously be so hateful and mean. Racism has no place anywhere. Children don't know. They're not born being racist, but if they see that you are, they will be. Little black children aren't born hating white people, but if they see it in an environment and they see us doing it, they will do it as well. Martin Luther King said it best about his children. He wants them to be judged on their character, not on the color, not of the color, not because of the color of their skin. So let that resonate in all of us as we see what's going on in our country. Let us pray. Pray for this country. Pray for the leaders. Pray for the law enforcement people. Pray that they will be more tolerant and not so quick to kill black people. Yes, I said it. This is what I wanted to say because I said this to the group I was talking to. Unfortunately, I believe that many people, many white people, are taught somehow, either by action or by deed or by word, to be afraid of black people. My son is 29 years old, and I'm afraid for him. He's 6'5". He's a big boy, and all it would take would be for somebody to just be scared. Oh, I thought he was going to hurt me. My son is as gentle as a kitten. He may be big, a big boy, but he's gentle. But somebody will not give him a chance because of what they see. That's frightening. That's how the policeman described Michael Brown. That's how I took it. He said more or less he felt like a midget being handled by Goliath, by a giant. He described that boy to me as an animal. But see, that is what he saw. That was his mentality because this is how he's trained. He said he did his job. He said he did his job. Help us, Lord. Let us pray for one another. Let us pray. And what's happening in Ferguson and in Ohio, what's happening across this country is a culmination of all of the pent-up anger of what's going on. So what can we do about it right now? Don't continue the violence, but let's look at it. Let's look at what happened, the residual effect, and let us have the conversations that need to be had. Let us try to understand one another, and most of all, let us pray, because God is watching us. God bless you. Have a great day. This is Carla White.